Hi Scorpio, welcome to How Love Tarot. This is your weekly January 2022 reading. I have already pulled your tarot. I'm going to be looking at 5 different areas for you. Here we have the present position. In the background we have the strength, then we have the challenge, we have what's good in the outcome, and then in the background we have the Kipper cards and the Tarot Oracle that will give the overall energy. Now with these background cards, I only pull them forwards as and when they make sense in the reading. Starting off here, we have the Ace of Wands in the upright, we have the 3 of Cups in the upright, we have the 10 of Cups in the upright, and we have the Chariot card in the upright position. Spirit, do you want to bring forward what's going on with Scorpio in their present position this week? There's a lot of passion in your energy, Scorpio. There's a lot of need to express yourself, and there's a lot of need to let your hair down and have a good time. I feel like there's been a lot of frustration in regards to wanting to have your emotions received appropriately, meaning that you have a lot of love to give and it feels like it's a little bit stuck. And so it feels like some of the interactions you've been having with certain people are a little bit hollow in nature, because it's not that you don't care about them and care about those social situations, but who you want those good times with, it's not happening. And so here we have the Chariot, which indicates, so for me, I don't really read out zodiac signs when it comes to the tarot, because I'm a psychic and a medium, and I get my information extremely differently than other tarot readers. But the Chariot always represents Cancer, and even though I don't want to bring out a particular zodiac sign, I do want to do that with you, because I feel like some of you have a Cancer that is very important to you, that you're thinking about, and that is who you want the connection with. That is who you want the good times with. That's who you have a lot of history with, and it feels like somebody's on your mind, and it could be a Cancer, but it really doesn't matter who it is. There's somebody on your mind, and it feels like you want to go in a different direction with them. So that is kind of in your energy, just kind of wanting to allow your loving feelings to flow in the right direction, because it just, right now, it just feels like some of it can be, your energy's a little bit drained, and you want to have stability in your environment as far as love goes. There is love in your environment, but there's something about it that's not, it's a little bit jackhammered. It's not, a jackhammer is noisy and difficult to deal with and things like that. And I don't know why I got the word jackhammer. That's what Spirit gave me. But it feels like you're kind of over that, and you want something to be a lot more smoother. As we go into your strength, a lot of beautiful energy coming out for you in your strength position. Some of this has to do with where you are spiritually, Scorpio. It has to do with, you are a very spiritual sign to begin with, and you're very much led by your belief systems, and you have very, very strong faith. For those of you that believe in the divine or a higher power or something bigger than yourself. And so for those of you that do, there is something very spiritual about what you and the decisions that you're making this week. Here in the Star card and with the Hierophant, we've got a lot of spirituality, healing, and we've got the Knight of Cups and the Judgment card. So all of this is all about the flow of love and wanting to heal certain aspects of your life, and wanting to have growth in and relevant, effective healing in areas of your life. Now, for others of you, this has to do with commitment. So it has to do with being able to heal a situation, and because it feels like you're committed to it. It feels like you're committed on this kind of lifelong journey with this situation, and it feels like here in the Knight of Cups that you're just it feels like you're missing somebody or something, or some type of energy that has to do with love in your life. And it looks like here in your strength energy that you want to make a concerted effort for things to be different. I feel like your mind is open, Scorpio. I feel like you're so fed up with how certain situations have been going in your life on a chronic level for such a long time that I feel like you're pulling on your higher power, kind of like, please tell me what it is I need to do. I'll do it. I don't care if I agree with it or not. I'll do it. And so that is very much sitting in your strength energy, where your mind is opening up in a way that it hasn't before. And I'm not saying that you were shut down. I don't think you were ever shut down. But it's kind of like more of a new perspective as you draw upon your spiritual strength to get new insight into this situation, so you can have the kind of loving, flowing energy that you want in your life. 2022, Spirit is making me feel, is very much about creating, by hook or crook, it's about creating something new in your life. Or healing something very, very significant in your life. And it's like you want to really make that happen. And you're very, there's a sadness in your energy that it hasn't happened yet. In the challenge position, we have the Tower card in the upright position, and we have the Four of Wands. And so for, you know, this reading's now getting specific. I apologize for those of you that need a general reading, but I can only go where the spirit will take me. And here, you know, it's just coming out even more strongly here now in the challenge position. This has to do with estrangement. So the challenge that you're dealing with, and what I was talking about here, is a relationship that you're estranged from. It could be a relationship that really never ever developed. It could be a relationship that was supposed to provide stability. It was, you know, you're looking back at the past, you're looking back about things that have happened and have been destroyed in your life, and there's some hidden energy here. Here we have the Lovers, in the Kipper we have the Lovers, and we have the House card. And so it's kind of like feeling trapped in a situation in the challenge position where time has stood still, love has stood still. It's like there was a period of your life where just everything fell apart and it just never came quite back together again. And whatever environment you're in right now with your house, it's like you're committed to it, you're obligated to it, but it's not a happy home. It feels like a situation where you're looking at the past, where it used to be a happy home, where it used to be full of loving laughter and joy, and it's in the past. And Spirit, please help me to understand any further information about the challenge and how Scorpio can cope with this challenge. Spirit makes me feel here that the fact that you want a new beginning, the fact that you want healing, the fact that you are willing to open up your mind and not sit in a certain atmosphere about what you're looking at. It looks like it, and forgive me, Scorpio, I don't mean to cause offense here, but it looks like you've been looking at the past so heavily. And when you're looking at the past, it's kind of like driving, right? If you're always looking in the rear view mirror and you never look at your side mirrors or look at the road ahead of you, are you going to get into an accident? Yes, you are, because you're too focused on the past. And Spirit makes me feel here that you've stopped now looking so heavily at the past, because you can't bring it back. It's never going to come back. It's never going to be the way that it was. And so even though you've tried to kind of move on and look at your future, where your happiness lies is in the past. But Spirit makes me feel here in the challenge, you're now beginning to understand that you do have a future, and you can still have the future that you want. But you've got to be willing to leave behind the past and get to a new destination. That's a bit profound, Scorpio. So there is a new destination for you, and there's a shift within your consciousness. And I do feel like it is because of the spiritual work that you're doing. Be careful of lower-minded people around you. They're going to keep you in that lower level energy and reinforce things that they should not be reinforcing. They don't mean it in a bad way. They don't mean to keep you stuck. They're just being your cheerleaders. But sometimes in being your cheerleader, what ends up happening is somebody keeps you validated for a situation that you need to have a different perspective on, because they don't want to oppose you in any way. They respect you, they love you, they want to be kind to you, they want to empathize and just be there for you. And in doing that, instead of challenging some of the distortions that may be going on in your thinking, they end up reinforcing it. And so you stay in the same rut over and over and over again, because you've got yes people around you instead of people challenging you, because in a way, you know, they look up to you so much that they fear your retribution or fear you having an opposed, because you have a very strong opinion, Scorpio. There's no two ways about it. You believe what you believe, and it's unshakable. And when you have such black and white thinking, and somebody brings forward, let's say you're thinking about something in the extreme, and somebody brings you forward something that is a different idea that completely opposes you, your natural response is a reaction to the opposite, to defend what it is that you believe. And when you have such rigid thinking, it can keep you very, very stuck, especially if it has to do with happiness from the past. So here in your present energy, what I have you is kind of, there's somebody, something, someone that is really not, that loves you enough and doesn't fear you and has a lot of respect for you, that is challenging the way that you think and helping you to gently open up the way that you're thinking about something. And because you respect and care about this person too, you're allowing that to happen. And because of that, it feels like you're able to look at things from a different perspective. Here in the outcome, you know, we have the High Priestess, we have the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Emperor, and we have the World card. So we have a lot of beautiful energy in the outcome. And it feels like, Scorpio, I feel like you're using your intuition. You've got incredible intuition, and it looks like you're coming back in. You know, I hate to keep doing this, but it really is a lot of spiritual energy here. You're moving back into higher self, back out of that mind, lower level thinking, you know, physical thinking, and moving into your spirituality, moving into opening up your mind to possibilities, power of intention, power of growth, power of love, power of non-judgment, power of non-criticalness, power of letting go, forgiveness, true forgiveness, where if you want someone or a situation to change, you accept it for what it is and understand that the two situations, you and them, or the situation is so different that the only way to have it back in your life is to understand they are different and to accept them for who they are, not for who you want them to be. And so here in the World card, we have an incredible amount of wisdom. We have a new beginning. We have a strategic new beginning. And here in the Wheel of Fortune, we've got you trusting the process. We've got you trusting the ability to overcome the challenges that have faced you and to let it move you in the direction that you want, which is into an all-encompassing experience where the flow of love and joy and happiness can really flow within your energy. So that is your week. I just want to I'm gonna give you your last outcome card here in 1 second. Coming up right here in the drop down box in a second is your yearly readings for money, career, and finance. How do they feel about you? And if you're single, new love. Now, also please check out your January monthly reading and check out your past weekly readings for January. Time is fluid, and it's really important that you look back at your readings and understand, did the reading was the reading validated? Is that what happened? Because many times you'll be looking at this reading because it's current and things have not played themselves out yet. And so you could be looking at this reading and saying, this is not my reading. However, if you look back at a past reading, what needed to happen is time needed to play itself out and the events needed to play itself out. And many times the reading is validated not in the current reading, but it's validated in the past reading. So you look at the past reading and you can gain more perspective about what's happening this week. So if you're looking at this reading at the beginning of the week, I really do encourage you to come back you know, at the end of the week or even at the end of the month and look at these readings. I'm not a book learned tarot reader. I am a psychic and a medium. I get my information from the spirit world. So even more important that you understand that my readings are different than other readers. I'm not saying that they're better. What I'm saying is that they're different. And so the spirit world is very well aware of what you're going through. And I am doing these readings out of need, not out of popularity or anything like that. So spirit world is trying to meet your need and give you answers. Here in the outcomes, we have the Page of Wands. Enthusiastic, optimistic, creative, impatient, news of exciting opportunities, allowing your creativity to soar. Do things that fuel your passion. Finish what you start. Finish what you start. Scorpio, I feel like you finish everything that you start. I feel like you're one of these people that if you put your mind to something, you're going to do it. You're extremely strong and you are extremely powerful in your energy. And a lot of people admire you and care about you. I feel that there's an optimism in your energy this week, that because you're thinking about your person or this situation, this loving situation, from a different perspective, I feel like there's going to be new growth in that. Now, remember, there has to be baby steps, especially where there's estrangement or there is a difficult relationship. Remember, the past is done. It is never going to come back. And it can never be the way it was. However, none of us know what's going to happen tomorrow. None of us know that, you know, everyone expects bad to happen, but nobody expects that something amazing is going to happen tomorrow. And it's whether it's a glass half full or half empty for you. If you expect amazement, you will get amazement. If you expect negativity, you will get negativity. If you expect challenges, you will get challenges. But if you have a positive attitude and you stay optimistic and enthusiastic and you say, you know what, I'm going to move forward towards my happiness, and today I'm going to get up and I'm just going to take action, and I'm going to take baby steps moving towards the outcome that I want, and I'm going to open up my mind, I'm going to shift my consciousness, and I'm going to have a good time doing it. So I do feel a lot of optimistic creativity. I do feel your impatience. That's definitely present here in the energy, but I do feel like a level of excitement for you, and you know, allowing this creativity to come forward in your life, meaning that a new way of thinking, a new way of being, a new way of looking at something is going to really take off and soar for you. It's going to fuel your happiness, and it's going to begin to bring back the light in your eyes. I feel like the light has gone, Scorpio, and enough is enough, right? So you've had it hard. I know things are challenging for you. Spirit world makes me feel that. I know this has to do with family. I know it has to do with just a commitment. You know, when you commit, Scorpio. And you have an incredible amount of integrity, and if only more people could be like you. But at the same time, not being able to let go of something is really, really challenging for you. So I feel like that turns around this week, and I feel like you're just going to have a really optimistic, creative time this week that will allow you to create new things and move you in the direction that you want to go. Scorpio, that is your reading. This is your outcome. I hope it was helpful, and I will speak to you soon.